Thank you. The next question, the member for Scarborough-Guildwood.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Health. Last week, I asked the Minister about paid vaccination leave for frontline workers in my riding of Scarborough-Guildwood, in places like Brampton, which are hotspots, so that people can take the time from work to get vaccinated and not have to choose between the health of their families and feeding their families. This is a choice that they shouldn't have to make in a pandemic. I essentially heard that this was not something that you were looking into. And, you know, the government has said that they would do, the Premier himself has said that he would do everything is on the table and he would do anything possible to save lives. Paid vaccination leave is not a new idea. Jurisdictions like Saskatchewan and New York have introduced a form of special vacation leave to allow workers to get the vaccination during working hours. We know that those that are affected the most are people in diverse communities who oftentimes are the essential workers without option of not working. They have to work to keep food on their table and a roof over their head. Yet they need this vaccine because they are the most affected by the pandemic in terms of infection rates. You know this. You have that data. So, Speaker, I am putting paid vaccination leave on the table today. Will your government do the same and step up so that these workers—
Thank you. Thank you. Minister of Labour, Training and Skills Development.
Well, thank you very much, and I thank the member opposite for that question. Mr. Speaker, let me begin by congratulating the people of Ontario. More than 3 million vaccinations have been given out to date, and every day, Mr. Speaker, we are setting new records. Mr. Speaker, as the Deputy Premier and Minister of Health said earlier, we announced yesterday 700 more pharmacies are going to be delivering vaccinations. That brings the total to about 1,500. My message to all employers, to all workers, please continue to work together. We're going to get through COVID-19. There is light at the end of the tunnel. By the end of the next 28 days, Mr. Speaker, 40% of adults in the province of Ontario are going to be vaccinated. That's great news. And Mr. Speaker, I look forward in the supplementary to talking about being the first province in Canada, one of the first in all of North America, to offer job-protected leave for those workers to get vaccinated.
Supplementary question.
Speaker, job-protective leave ensures that people can't get fired when they get sick, but it doesn't offer them a continuation of their salary so that they can stay home and get well and continue to feed their families. It's not enough. Why is your government slapping itself on the back for vaccination rates? You're lagging behind other provinces. Ontario often leads in Canada. So don't slap yourself on the back as if you're doing a great job in terms of vaccination rates. Why is this government so slow to act? Our frontline healthcare workers are doing all that they can to fight this devastating third wave. So why isn't the government doing what it can do? The Toronto Star reports through data from the Toronto Public Health that 68% of workplace outbreaks come from offices, warehouses, construction sites, food processing plants, and these workers need protection. So my question is, will you deploy the rapid testing that is available in Ontario's factories and schools, as well as N95 masks, to keep workers safe?
Minister of Labour.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Let me again begin by thanking and congratulating the people of Ontario. More than 3.2 million vaccinations to date, Mr. Speaker. That is how we're going to defeat COVID-19. But, Mr. Speaker, the health and well-being of every single person in this province is our government's top priority. In fact, Mr. Speaker, that's why on Thursday, we launched an inspection campaign. Hundreds of inspectors went into warehouses, food processing plants, distribution centres, big box stores, malls. On Friday and Saturday, 260 sites were visited. We issued a number of orders and 16 tickets, Mr. Speaker, to employers and to managers and supervisors. Everyone has to continue doing more, following public health advice. For every employer out there, they need to go to ontario.ca/COVID safety More than 200 resources in multiple languages are available to them. And Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to say that more than 5.5 million rapid tests have been deployed to workplaces.
The next question, once again, the member for Stormont Dundas, South Glengarry.